Alright, what's popping, guys? This is back in for another video. Set this camera up. Alright, so today's video we're going to talk about how everybody has a different path, different life, different reality, right? And that's just pretty much like everyone has a different path because of basically from their thoughts and what actions and what decisions they make, right? And if they're not watching their character close enough, then eventually their destiny gets created by them. Your destiny is created by you. All right, you create your own reality, right? But if you're not watching, if you have to watch your character though to create that reality, that's just what I'm trying to say right now. But everybody has a different path. Everybody has a different reality. So like if you're being, say you're like you're around people, okay, like your buddies or your friends, right? You're around these people, right? And they want to do this and they want to do that, and they're bringing you along with their reality of what they want to do, right? So if you're staying with them, say like to your 20s, or like every single day you're hanging out with these people, right? They're controlling your reality right there. So like you can still hang out with them. Like to me, I like to hang out like with people probably like once a week, twice a week. Do my own. I'm really like this year I have been really focused on myself, and like this is the time, man. This is like really the time. You're in quarantine. There's this whole like crisis going on in the world, right? Like there's and now it's like really the time to start focusing on yourself and trying to be the best version you could possibly be when it comes down to it at the end of the day, right? And start like shaping your reality and shaping your visioning your future and putting it all together and putting the action in together and chasing after that dream or purpose or passion, whatever you want, right? Creating that path for you to walk, right? But there's some people that don't walk the right path in their life, and they fail in this life. And me personally, like, I shouldn't have said fail there, but just not walking the right path, right? But me personally, what I believe and what I like to think, if I don't get my purpose right, if I don't get this reality right, if I didn't come to this earth to do what I want to do, then I come back to this earth. I be another person. I be another human being in this flesh that I'm inside of right now, and redo my purpose and redo it all over again, right? And I don't want to do that because of how far I've become right now in this life. Like that's a big thing, and I don't want to be here. Okay, and I'm not. And then you guys probably think that's like suicidal or depression, or whatever. It's not. I just don't like this reality. Like I don't like the world we live in. Okay, that's just what it is. That's just what I think. Right? I don't like the food we eat. I know it's unhealthy. I know it's not good for our body. I know the world is run by a crazy maniac. Like, like that's just what it is. Right? That's just what I see in this reality, right? And I know when I die and I pass over, there's another side waiting for me. And it's much more loving and much more positive and somewhere where I belong. Okay, that's what I think and that's what I vision. But if I didn't get this purpose right, and if I didn't get this reality right with myself and everything else, then I have to come back here and play this game all over again. So that's just what it is for me. So I don't know why I just went off right there. I just explained myself right there when I said that. But everybody has a different path, right? So, what was I gonna say? Yeah, eventually, like, when you're growing up, man, being around certain people who are, man, my ears are ringing now, man. Holy crap, man. Being around, certain people in this life, eventually you guys are gonna grow up, okay? Everyone's gonna like start to mature, start to become adults, young men, young women, or eventually you get old, right? But some people are gonna have different jobs, different like just different lives, having families, having a job out in the world, or some people are gonna travel the world, you know, like everybody has a different reality, and it's all of what you want, right? Like I might want to go to Italy and travel the world in Italy, or go all across Europe. My one buddy might have a job where he's stuck on he's stuck in Asia doing something, right? And he wants to travel the world, but he has to work in order to live. Honestly, with the way this world works, and we can't travel the world together because we're walking two different paths right now. So, and my mom and dad always told me, like, you're not gonna be around these people for the rest of your lives. And what I was before I had my awakening, I told them I was, and I always had to learn the hard way. I'm always that type of guy that has to learn the hard way, and I learned pretty damn hard. But now that I'm aware of this, I'm starting to learn from people's mistakes, and that's like the quickest way you can learn wisdom, right? But you don't, like, there's a certain way of viewing as, right? You can learn from people's mistakes, but like that's a quick way of learning wisdom. But if you don't believe in those mistakes that they made and you think you can do better, then go for it. But if you go for the same shit that they went through, then you learn the hard way right there. But everybody has a different reality, and you can't control that, right? It's whatever you want with your thoughts and beliefs that you put into in this life, whatever you think, and you put in the action, you get a different path than everybody else, right? But eventually, you guys are gonna grow up, and everybody's gonna be walking a different path. So you could still have friends. I'm not saying you don't need to have friends, but there's a certain balance with it, right? Like you don't have to hang out with them 7 days a week. You have to get over the fact that you need to be alone sometimes and vibe with yourself. There's like, I know a lot of people that like don't spend time with themselves. They don't. They always have something on their mind. Like, and it's even video games too. Like, you're playing video games with a bunch of buddies. That's not vibing with yourself. That's not. You're vibing with them, and you're playing a game, and it's taking away your mind, pretty much. Your creative mind, honestly. But you could put into in something else, like reading a book and learning some shit, right? That's actually pretty useful for yourself. But like I said, man, like you can have friends, but you need to know that you're not gonna live with these people for the rest of your lives. You need to know that. And like, to me, it's actually like hurting me right to say that right now, because there's some people that I have in this life that I would love to live with the rest of live with each other for the rest of our lives. But like, it's not the case. Like, I could still come over and hang out with you and visit you and see what's up with you and how you're doing and stuff like that, right? But you don't need to be up that person's ass 24/7, and it's just what it is. Everybody has to do their own thing and chase after their vision and their dream and their purpose and accomplish it, right? That's just what I see, right? So everybody walks a different path, and a lot of people need to understand that like, you're not going to be around people 24/7. Eventually you're going to be alone, and you're going to have to start understanding yourself and how you work as a person, right? And that's what I have been doing this whole year, man. This whole year I've been doing this, right? And I've lost a lot of friends this year. I lost a lot of friends because I went after my purpose, and I started increasing my vibration. I didn't want to do certain things that they wanted to do, and that's just how it was with our friendship. Eventually it started to just drift off, and it blew away, and that was it. And now I'm chasing my purpose, right? Creating that reality that I want for myself, creating that path I want for myself. So understand that, man. I'm gonna dip out. So cold now in Canada, man. I don't like oh, I hate winter. I hate winter. I dislike it so much. There's snow all over the damn windows. It's like, probably, like, if you're American, like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever. I don't know. In Canada, it's like -10, -8. It's not good. Not good for you, man. Hate the cold. Anyways, y'all take care. Have a good one, man. Bless up. I'm out.